Hi, this is Valerie Singleton and Cindy Radican, Child Development 252, and it is June 6th, week
June
1.
6th.
This is our report out video for Academy eLearning Cohort 4. So our reflection questions this week, the first one's going to go to Cindy. How are you thinking about GE pathway courses and how this course fits into your theme?
Well, I am really, really glad that Kate came to talk to us about pathways, because actually our class is in 2 pathways. We're in diversity and in great books and ideas. And it was really great to hear about how that the work that the pathways have done this semester about putting continuity across pathways, because I don't think that's anything that we'd ever really worked on in themes. And I think our course, which is an Intro to Child Development course, is beautiful in both of those pathways. And so it's really exciting to see with the diversity how that's going to fit in, and then again with the great books and ideas where our idea is nature versus nurture. So it was really exciting the very first week to be able to begin to think about that.
Definitely.
And see how that's all going to fit together. So Val, what do you think you will do with student participation in your course?
So I think Academy has really helped me to constantly look at how and why we're asking students to do what we're asking them to do. I think looking at the intention behind different things, but also not putting things in arbitrarily. I think we're looking at lots of different technologies and through workshops and conversations with people who have done these things before. I want to make sure that the reasons that I'm putting things in the course not only apply to my course, but apply long-term for the students, being that it is a GE course and I get lots of freshmen. The other thing that I was thinking about was how are these technologies working with students and their soft skills, so things like group work, reliability, flexibility, all the things that we look for students to have or gain or augment while they're with us, but it's not necessarily on a syllabus. So looking at how can these items, technologies, collaborations, whatever, help students to develop those skills. So how has your new iPad influenced your workflow and your mobile resources?
Well, a lot of that is to be determined, because this is the first time that I've had an iPad. But it was good to go to the iPad session today and learn more about it. But just in general, in addition to the iPad, some of the new systems that we learned about in workshops today, I think is going to make a huge difference in workflow, just making things electronic and more functional as opposed to the paper. And I just wish every student could have one, and then I think that would really make a big difference. But I think this is going to be, I was always surprised how much my iPhone helped as far as, making things easier, but I think with the iPad it'll be even better. So looking forward to learning more about that. And Val, as of this week, what are your goals for the redesigned course? And what do you hope to add or change?
So I have 3 main ones, I think, and the first one is looking for different ways to check student understanding. I think related to that one is considering clickers, and we've talked about a classroom system perhaps, but going and seeing Claudine's workshop today kind of helped me to troubleshoot some ideas around individual clickers or classroom clickers, and so that was helpful to think about the upsides and the downsides of that. I loved the idea of the menu of assignments. I love to give students choices when choices are an option. It's just like working with children. So the idea of giving them a menu of choosing, maybe not even in 252, but thinking globally when working with students, they respond to choices, and they're more likely to engage in the material if they feel like they have ownership of it. So I love that idea. Anything that you have?
No, it's been a great week.
Yep.
Learned a ton.
Yes, I'm exhausted.
Looking forward to next week.
Thank
and the
you.
week after that. Bye.